Week we've got some rather interesting news. There's going to be new announcements for the Leeds Festival and Reading Festival lineup. Now there's lots of rumours and debates going around about who it's going to be, so I thought I was going to have a look at some of the more likely candidates and a lot of the candidates that people want there to be. Because I know a lot of people are all going like, oh, Green Day, Bring Me the Horizon, and oh, who else? Arctic Monkeys. A lot of people talking about them and wanting them there, but I feel that's just a bit unlikely, unfortunately, as much as those three being added to the lineup and a fair few more would be really good. We've already got our headliners, and I don't think we're going to be getting any extremely big acts there anymore. Well, first off, we've got two acts who've already unofficially confirmed themselves that are going to be there. That's Yumi at 6 and Black Honey, which are both two decent additions to the lineup. Particularly Yumi at 6 I rather like and be looking forward to seeing them, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get them in the next announcement. Now looking at the other acts that could be there, Catfish and the Bottomless seem rather likely. Their new album coming out, new UK tour, is very successful. They're a great band and they're a very festival band, and they completely fit what Leeds and Reading is all about. Sort of a bit of the alternative rock style. Next there's Bombay Bicycle Club and Vampire Weekend, both with new music coming soon and both being rumoured quite a bit. Now these guys, I feel like both of them, well, not Bombay Bicycle Club, I feel Vampire Weekend have kind of earned the headline slot, and they'll be pretty big to add as not a headliner, since I think last time they were there was 4 or 5 years ago now, and they were one below the headliner. I feel with the new album that pushed them up to the headline level, but maybe not, they may just be a bit below that. But Bombay Bicycle Club being extremely rumoured, and E-Festivals says they're one of the most likely acts to be there, coming up on a pretty reliable source. Other acts are Don Broco. They put on some strange messages on Twitter the day of the first announcement, and quite a few fans have looked at this and kind of think it's them hinting that they're going to be there, which wouldn't be a surprise. They've been there pretty often over the past few years, and it's kind of like they're sort of like a guarantee at Leeds Fest pretty much. It seems they've been there the past 3 years in a row, I think now at least, and a fair bit before them. Another act like that is Cortinas. It's hardly a British music festival without Cortinas there. There's no particular reason for them, like there's no new album, no new music coming out that I'm aware of, but they're just like, they're always around, they're always doing loads of British festivals, so people are definitely throwing their name about for this, and I think there's definitely a good chance they'll be there. Now as well, we've got Enter Shikari, which I was rather surprised they weren't there last year with the new album, even though they're doing a few different festivals that summer, and they haven't been there for a couple of years now. But before that, they were basically there every year or every second year, so I think there's a good chance we're going to be seeing them again, especially with this pretty successful UK tour selling out loads of dates all around the country, so it wouldn't be a surprise to see them. There's also bands like Imagine Dragons and Two Door Cinema. They've both got new music out or in the works, so I think there could be a bit of a chance of seeing both of them there, but I haven't really heard anyone really say anything much about them more than that. Now looking at some more of the heavier music, Leeds has more moved away from the heavier metal scene. Like last year, it was a bit disappointing really, the heavier bands they had. But I think a perfect band that's really grown in success this past year is Architects. I feel they'll definitely be back at Leeds. They've been there a fair few times, and I think after all the success they've had, they'd be a good big metal act to have there, because I'm sure they want to try and just keep that crowd happy and keep them coming to the festival, even if the festival as a whole is moving in a new direction. I think another heavier act is Fever 333, which have really blown up in the past year. They'll be very exciting to see, and they're definitely a great live band, so I think they're going to be doing something this summer at least. What they've put on Twitter recently, they're planning a tour, and they've already got a few festival dates out, so I reckon there's a good chance they'll be at Reading and Leeds. Parkway Drive and While She Sleeps are two other big metal bands with new music coming out, so I feel there's a good chance we'll get one of them, maybe both, or possibly none, at Leeds and Reading as well for that sort of crowd. And also we have to accept the festival is, for better or for worse, moving in a bit of a more pop and rap music direction as they try to keep up with the times. So although this year does seem a bit less than the past couple of years, I'm sure it's still going to have a few of those style acts there. I would have said I thought the most likely pop style act to be there in this next announcement is George Ezra, but he's already confirmed himself for 2 or 3 different UK festivals, and there's always Leeds and Reading wanting to be a bit unique and standing out, so that may harm his chances of being there as well. But I think there's a good chance that we're going to see him. Cardi B's also being thrown about, and I think she's sort of the act they want to get, who's very big and hot in music right now, but she's not too big that she takes a headline slot. Similar to, what's her name? Similar to how Dua Lipa was there, she was very hot in the music scene, but was on at the 4 or 5 o'clock slot. So a good late midday act to warm people up before headliners. So I think Cardi B could be there. There's also been a bit of discussion about Ariana Grande in a few different articles I've seen, but I feel like she could be there, but I think she's like the headline level slot now, especially if she is headlining Coachella this year, and I just feel like that may be a bit too much of a move in to the pop direction for Reading and Leeds. For rap, I think there's a big chance that we'd see J. Cole and possibly Tyler the Creator there, because their 2 acts have grown quite a bit and got quite hot in the past year or so. So I think they'd be who they're looking for to be there for that style of music. Because so far they've moved a bit further away from rap and dance and all that of the current lineup announced. But with Post Malone still headlining, there's still going to be some of it there, definitely. I think they're going to want a few more rap style acts to help back them up and encourage those sorts of people to come. So that's who I think is going to be most likely to be announced in this next lineup announcement. We're not entirely sure how many they're announcing, because it's been done very differently this year compared to the past couple of years. We'll be very interested to see who it is. As always, that's been Rock Cycle. Please like and comment if you don't mind, and if you want to, you can follow on Twitter at rock__cycle. See you next time.